everyone. Welcome back to English Pod. My name is Marco.
And I'm Erica.
And today we're going to be going to one of the least favorite places of many, many people.
So it must be the dentist.
Exactly. That place where you have to go every 6 months, but...
You probably don't go.
You probably don't. I know I don't go every 6 months. So yeah, we're going to be going to the dentist. And of course, we're going to be looking at a lot of great vocabulary related to teeth and all that crazy stuff dentists do.
Yes, and we'll also learn some really interesting phrases. So Marco, let's get started with our vocabulary preview.
Vocabulary preview.
Okay, in vocabulary preview today we have 2 words. Let's take a look at the first one. Toothache.
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 Okay, so we've seen before this this ending ache, right?
Right.
It means it hurts.
Exactly.
So again, a toothache would be
a hurting tooth.
a hurting tooth.
Yes.
We can also say stomach ache, headache.
Yep.
Pretty much everything can
Ache.
ache.
Yeah.
Okay.
So our next word, X-ray.
X-ray.
X-ray. X-ray.
Okay, pretty easy word. So when you go to the doctor, many times you'll get an X-ray.
It is a picture of your bones.
Right. So that's an X-ray.
All right, well, we're going to hear both of these words in the dialogue. So why don't we listen as Gary visits his dentist?
Hey, Gary. Great to see you again. Please, have a seat. So, tell me what seems to be the problem.
Thanks, Doc. I've got a really bad toothache. I can't eat anything, and look, my face is all swollen. I think it might be my wisdom teeth.
Well, let's have a look. Open wide. This doesn't look good. Well, it looks like you have a cavity and your crown is loose. We'll need to put in a filling before it gets any worse, and the crown probably needs to be refitted. I'm going to order some x-rays.
Is it gonna hurt?
No, not at all. Just lay back and relax. Okay, spit.
Okay, that always happens. The dentist says, no, it's not going to hurt. Don't worry about it.
But it always hurts much more than he says.
Exactly. So in this dialogue, we saw some interesting words when the dentist was describing what problems Gary had.
Yes. So why don't we look at those now in Language Takeaway?
Language takeaway.
All right, let's take a look at our first word.
So Gary said that his face was all swollen.
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 So swollen is an adjective, right, Marco?
Right. So his face is or was swollen.
It was bigger.
Yeah, his face was bigger than normal.
Yes. Often when you hurt yourself, that part of your body becomes swollen.
Swollen, right. So you have to put some ice on it usually, and then the swelling will go down.
And that's the noun, the swelling.
Right. The swelling. And, well, the verb to swell.
All right, 3 words for the price of 1.
So let's listen to some examples of how we would use the swelling, swollen, and to swell.
Example 1.
My nose is swollen. It's the size of a football.
Example 2.
Put some ice on your foot and the swelling will go down.
Example 3.
I got bitten by a spider and my hand is swelling up.
All right, so Gary's face was swollen and he thought that it was his wisdom teeth.
Wisdom teeth.
Wisdom teeth.
Okay, so this is interesting. Wisdom is like wise.
Yeah, knowledge.
Knowledge.
Yeah.
So these teeth, they're not knowledgeable, but they're called wisdom teeth.
They're the teeth that grow last in your mouth, right?
Right. They are the last teeth at the very end of your mouth.
Yes, and usually you get them when you're about 20.
And since they come out at this age, sometimes they interfere or they hurt a little bit, so you have to get them taken out.
Yes. All right, wisdom teeth.
Wisdom teeth. Okay, now for our next word and something that we all got as children. Cavity.
Cavity.
A cavity.
A cavity. It's a hole in your tooth.
A hole in your tooth. And it's caused by
Too much sugar.
too much sugar, right?
Yeah.
Or not brushing your teeth enough.
Yeah.
So that's why everyone had it. I think as children, cavities.
I never had a cavity.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. Didn't have much sugar?
I guess I was a bit of a health nut when I was a kid. Well,
okay.
no, I wasn't. My mom was. No, I guess not. All right. But enough about my eating habits. Let's talk about our next word, crown.
Crown.
A crown.
So a crown. This is interesting.
We're not talking kings and queens.
Right. That's the first thing that comes to mind, right?
Yeah.
No, a crown is actually the visible part of your teeth.
Okay, so there's one part of your tooth that's inside that you can't see, right?
That's called the root.
Yes. So when he said your crown is loose, was he talking really about the actual tooth?
So sometimes people will lose a tooth or have a really bad cavity. So the dentist needs to make a new crown or a new visible part of the tooth for you. So sometimes it'll be made of gold,
Yep.
You know?
Or porcelain.
porcelain.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So a crown, it's like a really, really, really big filling.
A
Yep.
crown. So his crown needed to be refitted or put back into place.
Yes. Now our final word, a filling.
Filling.
A filling.
A filling.
So I just said this word previously. Now, when you have a cavity, you need to fill it in.
Right. You need to fill it with something.
Yes.
It's usually some sort of paste.
And it gets really hard,
And
just like your tooth.
Exactly. So then it covers up this cavity. Filling.
A filling.
I have many fillings. I wasn't very healthy as a kid.
All right, not a good toothbrusher.
Exactly. So why don't we listen to this dialogue again, and then we'll come back and talk a little bit about some of the interesting phrases that the doctor used.
Hey, Gary. Great to see you again. Please, have a seat. So, tell me what seems to be the problem.
Thanks, Doc. I've got a really bad toothache. I can't eat anything, and look, my face is all swollen. I think it might be my wisdom teeth.
Well, let's have a look. Open wide. This doesn't look good. Well, it looks like you have a cavity and your crown is loose. We'll need to put in a filling before it gets any worse. And the crown probably needs to be refitted. I'm going to order some x-rays.
Is it gonna hurt?
No, not at all. Just lay back and relax. Okay, spit.
Well, the dentist used 3 really interesting phrases, and I want to look at the first one. What seems to be the problem?
What seems to be the problem?
What seems to be the problem?
Okay. Very easy little sentence to ask somebody what's wrong.
Exactly.
Right.
And I mean, these are small, easy words, but when you put them together, they sound really natural and really fluent.
So if you ask somebody what seems to be the problem, it's very polite.
Yep.
And it's a very good way of asking what's wrong.
Yes.
All right.
Our next phrase, also made up of simple words. Let's have a look.
Let's have a look.
Let's have a look.
So this is a phrase that maybe your mechanic or your dentist or your doctor will say.
Or anyone.
Right. Let's
Yeah.
have a look.
Let's look at it and see what the problem is.
Okay. Let's have a look.
Okay, and our final phrase. It doesn't look good.
It doesn't look good.
It doesn't look good.
So I can use this phrase for an object, right?
Yeah.
Like, this house doesn't look good.
Yes, but here it's used a little bit differently. So why don't we listen to some examples to help us understand the meaning?
Example 1. John told me it doesn't look good for me. I probably won't get the job. Example 2.
It doesn't look good for Michael Jackson. He's in a lot of debt.
Example 3. You know, the economy doesn't look very good.
Okay, so in the examples, we can see that they are using it for the situation.
Yeah.
It looks maybe problematic.
Yeah. So when you say it doesn't look good, you basically mean there are going to be problems.
Mm-hmm. All right. It doesn't look good.
Yeah.
Okay. So great phrases, great words. Let's listen to our Gary at the dentist one more time, and then we'll come back and talk a little bit more.
Hey, Gary. Great to see you again. Please, have a seat. So, tell me what seems to be the problem.
Thanks, Doc. I've got a really bad toothache. I can't eat anything, and look, my face is all swollen. I think it might be my wisdom teeth.
Well, let's have a look. Open wide. This doesn't look good. Well, it looks like you have a cavity and your crown is loose. We'll need to put in a filling before it gets any worse. And the crown probably needs to be refitted. I'm going to order some x-rays.
Is it gonna hurt?
No, not at all. Just lay back and relax. Okay, spit.
Well, Marco, speaking of dentists, have you ever had an experience like this where you spat out a tooth at the dentist?
Well, nothing so serious as this, but actually, recently when I was in Cambodia...
Oh, right, you called us from Cambodia.
Yeah. Well, our taxi driver offered us to have some local food. Mm-hmm. And he said, well, we're going to have dog. So that was interesting. Actually, it wasn't that bad. It was pretty good. But, you know, if you get around the fact that it's a dog.
So what does this have to do with your teeth?
I was eating it and I bit a bone that was hidden.
Okay.
And I chipped my tooth.
So you broke part of your tooth?
Yeah, like half of it, which I had already chipped before. So I had to go to the dentist. And so the dentist created a new crown not with gold or porcelain, actually with a paste.
Oh.
And then it becomes hard and it looks normal. It doesn't even look like I have a fake crown, so to say.
But dentists can be really expensive. So how much did this cost?
Well, this was for the bargain price of $10.
$10?
$10. That's how much
Nice.
it cost.
So we should all go to Cambodia for dentistry.
But yeah, because actually it was pretty good. He looked really young though. I was kind of scared because when he walked in, he looked like he was 19. But I asked him his age and he was like 30.
Okay, well, you're very trusting.
Yeah, so I imagine that you guys maybe have some dental experiences, so why don't you come to our website and tell us all about it?
Yeah, visit us at englishpod.com and you can find lots more resources for learning English there. Well, guys, thanks for listening, and until next time,
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Hi, are you ready to listen to our story? Today, we are going to talk about something that many of us don't enjoy, going to the dentist. It's a place where you may feel nervous, but it's also a place that helps keep us healthy. Imagine you're sitting in the dentist's chair. You hear the sound of the tools and you start to feel a little anxious. The dentist walks in and says, "Hello, what seems to be the problem today?" You explain that you have a terrible toothache. It's so painful that you can barely eat anything, and you notice that your face is swollen. The pain is making everything harder. The dentist takes a look and says, "It looks like you might have a cavity and your crown is loose. We'll need to take an X-ray to see what's really going on." At that moment, you start to wonder, how much will it hurt? But the dentist reassures you, saying, "Don't worry, it won't hurt at all." Now you're in the chair, feeling a little more relaxed. The dentist orders the X-rays, and while you wait, you think about how important it is to take care of your teeth. After all, it's better to go to the dentist than to let problems get worse. You take a deep breath and get ready for whatever happens next. The dentist asks you to lay back, and you open your mouth wide. As the machine moves over your face, you feel the coolness of the X-ray film against your skin. The dentist takes a few pictures of your teeth. Then they say, "We'll need to do a little more work. You've got a cavity and your crown really needs to be fixed. It's loose and we can't leave it like that." You nod, a little nervous but understanding that this is something that needs to be done. The dentist tells you, "I'll prepare a filling to take care of the cavity. Don't worry, we'll get it done quickly." The dentist begins to clean around the tooth, and you hear the gentle hum of the tools as they work. There's a strange sound as the filling is applied, and it feels a little cold, but it doesn't hurt. The dentist continues working, explaining every step. "This is the filling. It's going to harden and fill up the hole in your tooth. Now, let's refit the crown so it stays in place." You're starting to feel more comfortable. This isn't as bad as you expected. The dentist's gentle voice and calm actions help you stay relaxed. They keep talking to you, asking about your day and making small talk. The more you talk, the less you focus on the tools and the procedure. Before you know it, the dentist is finished. "All done," they say. "Your tooth looks good as new. You won't have any more pain now." You smile, feeling a little relieved and proud of yourself for getting through it. After the procedure, the dentist gives you a small mirror to check your tooth. You take a look and see that everything looks clean and shiny. The crown fits perfectly, and there's no more sign of the cavity. You feel a sense of relief. It wasn't as bad as you imagined. But before you leave, the dentist reminds you, don't forget to brush and floss regularly. Taking care of your teeth is important to avoid problems like cavities in the future. They also recommend using mouthwash to help keep your mouth fresh and healthy. As you stand up to leave, you notice a small poster on the wall about wisdom teeth. The dentist explains, sometimes your wisdom teeth can cause problems, especially if they don't come in properly. It's good to keep an eye on them. You nod, thinking about how lucky you are that your wisdom teeth haven't caused any issues yet. It's a relief to know that you're staying on top of your dental health. The receptionist hands you a small package with floss and a new toothbrush. Make sure to keep up with your dental checkups every 6 months, they say. You thank them and head out the door, feeling good about taking care of your teeth today. As you leave the office, you think about how important it is to not put off going to the dentist. Sometimes we avoid it because we are afraid or don't want to deal with the discomfort, but in the end, it's always better to take care of our health sooner rather than later. As you walk out of the dentist's office, the fresh air feels a little cooler on your face. It's a nice feeling to have the appointment behind you. You reflect on how important it is to keep your mouth healthy, not just for a pretty smile, but for your overall well-being. You start thinking about how often you forget to floss or even miss a day of brushing. It's easy to get busy with life, but now you realize how simple habits can prevent serious issues later on. Your visit to the dentist was a reminder that self-care is essential, and it's not just about going to the dentist when things go wrong. It's about staying ahead and making sure everything stays in check. As you walk to your car, you notice that a few people around you are talking. One person is telling a friend about how they chipped their tooth while eating something hard. You can't help but feel a little more prepared now, thanks to the advice you got today. You think to yourself, if that happens to me, I'll know exactly what to do. It's not just about getting fillings and crowns. It's about understanding what's going on in your mouth. Knowing the words and terms that dentists use helps you feel more confident. Words like cavity, crown, wisdom teeth, and filling are now part of your vocabulary. You know what they mean and how they affect your dental health. Even though you were nervous at first, now you feel proud. You've taken care of your health and you're more informed about how to keep your teeth strong. It feels good to have learned something new today, even if it was a little uncomfortable at first. Driving home, you promise yourself that next time, you'll be better about your dental hygiene. Brushing twice a day, flossing regularly, and remembering to schedule those checkups. You're ready to make dental health a bigger priority in your life, because it's something worth investing in. A few days after your dental appointment, you're feeling good about your decision to take care of your teeth. You start paying closer attention to how you care for them each day. You brush in the morning and before bed, making sure to reach every corner of your mouth. You even start using mouthwash, which feels like an extra boost of cleanliness. As you're getting ready in the morning, you remember the dentist's advice about wisdom teeth. You've heard of them before, but you never really thought much about it. Now, you start paying attention to any discomfort around the back of your mouth. What if my wisdom teeth start causing problems, you wonder? You've heard that some people need to have them removed, and the thought of that makes you a little nervous. Later in the week, you meet a friend for lunch. As you're chatting, they mention that they recently had their wisdom teeth removed. It wasn't as bad as I thought, they say. But the recovery took a while. You listen closely and start asking questions. How did it feel? How long did it take to heal? Your friend tells you that the procedure was quick, but the recovery took about a week and they couldn't eat certain foods during that time. You realize that dental health isn't just about cleaning your teeth, it's about staying informed and knowing when it's time to see a dentist for more serious issues. You've learned a lot recently, not just from your own visit, but from the conversations you're having with others. It's amazing how much we can learn from sharing experiences. The more you talk to others, the more you realize how important it is to stay on top of your dental care. You can't always avoid problems, but if you catch them early, the treatments are usually easier and quicker. You feel more prepared now, not just for yourself, but for any dental questions your friends or family might have in the future. Now, you're not just brushing your teeth for yourself. You're brushing for your health, for the people you care about, and for the knowledge you've gained. It's a small but powerful step toward a healthier, happier you. A few weeks later, you're out with some friends and the topic of dental care comes up again. One friend shares that they've been having some issues with their gums, saying they've noticed some bleeding when they brush. Another friend mentions that they recently started using an electric toothbrush after the dentist recommended it. You listen closely, realizing that dental health isn't just about brushing but also about paying attention to the gums. Curious, you start to look more into gum health. You learn that bleeding gums can sometimes be a sign of gingivitis, a condition where the gums become inflamed due to plaque buildup. It's a reminder of how important it is to brush properly and floss regularly. You also read that mouthwash can help kill bacteria and keep your gums healthy, preventing problems like gingivitis before they start. You decide to take it one step further. The next time you're at the store, you pick up a toothbrush with soft bristles and a bottle of mouthwash. You make a promise to yourself that you'll take even better care of your gums from now on. After all, healthy gums are just as important as healthy teeth. That night, as you brush your teeth, you focus more on your gums, gently moving the brush along the gum line. You floss carefully between each tooth, making sure no food is left behind. The mouthwash feels refreshing, and you notice that your mouth feels cleaner for longer. A few days later, you go for a walk with a friend who's been going to the dentist regularly for years. They talk about how they've never had a cavity, and you're surprised. You wonder how they've managed to avoid cavities all these years. Your friend explains that they've always followed a strict routine, brushing twice a day, flossing, and using mouthwash. It really works, they say. It's all about consistency. You think about your own habits, and you realize that it's not just about visiting the dentist when something goes wrong. It's about being proactive. You don't want to wait until you have a toothache or gum disease to do something about it. You make a mental note to continue these good habits and to keep learning more about how to protect your teeth and gums for the future. With this new knowledge and a commitment to better care, you feel confident that you're on the right path. Your dental health is in your hands, and you're ready to take the steps needed to ensure your smile stays bright and healthy. A few months pass, and you're feeling great about your dental routine. You've made it a habit to brush and floss every day, and you even treat yourself to a professional cleaning every 6 months. One afternoon, you're chatting with a colleague at work, and the conversation turns to dental health. Your colleague tells you that they've been struggling with plaque buildup and that their dentist recommended using a special toothpaste designed to fight plaque. Curious, you ask more questions about plaque. You learn that plaque is a sticky, colorless film of bacteria that forms on your teeth. It can cause cavities, gum disease, and even bad breath if it's not removed regularly. Your colleague shares that the toothpaste they've been using contains fluoride, which helps to strengthen the teeth and prevent tooth decay. They also mention the importance of brushing for at least 2 minutes to make sure every surface of the teeth gets cleaned. This conversation makes you think about your own brushing habits. Are you brushing long enough? Are you reaching all parts of your teeth? You check the time one morning as you brush your teeth and realize you've been brushing for less than a minute. It's not nearly enough. You decide to take your time, brushing slowly and thoroughly, paying attention to every tooth. As the weeks go by, you notice a difference. Your teeth feel cleaner, and your breath stays fresh for much longer. The plaque that had been starting to build up along your gum line is gone, and your teeth feel smooth after each brush. You also start using a toothpaste with fluoride, just like your colleague recommended. You realize that dental care is not just about taking action when problems arise, it's about staying proactive and being consistent with your habits. You've learned that plaque buildup is something that can be avoided if you stick to your routine, and now you're even more motivated to keep improving. One day, you see a flyer for a dental seminar about the latest advancements in dental care. You decide to attend, hoping to learn more about how to maintain your teeth and gums for life. The seminar turns out to be a great learning experience. You discover new techniques, like how to properly brush along the gum line to avoid gingivitis and how to use dental tools like interdental brushes to clean between your teeth. The more you learn, the more confident you feel about your dental care. The seminar inspires you to keep up with the latest in dental health, and you promise yourself that you'll always continue to seek out new information to stay ahead of any problems. You leave the seminar excited to put what you've learned into practice, knowing that you're building a strong foundation for a lifetime of healthy teeth. As the months continue, you're becoming more and more aware of how important consistent dental care really is. You think back to all the things you've learned along the way, from simple habits like brushing and flossing to understanding the deeper concepts like plaque, gum health, and even the tools that can make a real difference. One day, you notice that your friend is complaining about bad breath. They've been trying to cover it up with mints, but it doesn't seem to be working. You remember the dentist's advice about plaque and how it can cause bad breath when it builds up. You casually mention that bad breath could be a sign of plaque buildup or even gum disease. Your friend looks surprised and asks, "How do you know all this?" You smile, proud of the knowledge you've gained over time. "I've been learning a lot about dental health lately. It's not just about brushing. You have to make sure you're using the right tools, and it helps to visit the dentist regularly to stay ahead of any problems." Curious, your friend asks for advice. You tell them about the importance of brushing for at least 2 minutes, using floss to remove food stuck between teeth, and using mouthwash to help kill bacteria. You even mention how important it is to avoid sugary foods and drinks, which can contribute to plaque and cavities. A few weeks later, your friend comes back and tells you that they followed your advice. They've been using mouthwash and paying more attention to their dental hygiene, and their bad breath has improved. They thank you for the tips, and you feel a sense of pride knowing that you've helped someone else improve their dental health. This experience makes you realize just how much you've grown in your understanding of dental care. It's not just about what you do for yourself, but about sharing what you've learned with others. It's a way of creating a community of people who are all working together to stay healthy. You also start to notice that your smile has become more confident. Every time you look in the mirror, you feel proud of your efforts. Your teeth are healthier than ever, and the small daily habits you've adopted are paying off. You know that dental health is a lifelong journey, and you're ready to continue learning and improving every step of the way. You now realize that taking care of your teeth is not just about avoiding pain, it's about living a healthy life and feeling confident. You're not just taking care of your smile, but you're also protecting your overall health. You feel empowered, knowing that you're in control of your dental health, and you're more committed than ever to maintaining your beautiful, strong teeth. As time goes on, dental health has become an integral part of your daily life. You feel confident in your habits, and you've made dental care a priority. You've gone beyond the basics of brushing and flossing. Now, you pay attention to the little details that make all the difference, like choosing the right toothpaste, using mouthwash, and making regular dentist appointments. One day, you come across an article that talks about the connection between oral health and overall health. You learn that good dental hygiene doesn't just prevent cavities and gum disease, it can also reduce the risk of other health problems like heart disease and diabetes. This new information surprises you, and you start to see your daily dental routine in a whole new light. Taking care of your teeth is not just about having a nice smile, it's about taking care of your body as a whole. Inspired by what you've learned, you share this information with your family and friends. You talk about how important it is to take care of our teeth and gums, not only for appearance but for long-term health. You recommend making dental checkups a regular part of their health routine, just like going to the doctor or exercising. Then, one evening, as you sit down for dinner, you realize that you haven't had any dental issues for months. No cavities, no toothaches, just healthy teeth and gums. It feels amazing to know that you've done everything you can to protect your oral health. You remember all the small changes you've made over time, from brushing more thoroughly to being consistent with flossing. All of those efforts have paid off. You think about how far you've come in your dental journey. What started as a routine dental checkup turned into a valuable learning experience that improved not just your smile, but your overall well-being. You're proud of the steps you've taken, and you're excited to continue taking care of your teeth for years to come. As you finish your meal and smile at the reflection in the window, you realize that good dental habits are a lifelong commitment. You've learned the importance of staying consistent, educating yourself, and sharing what you know with others. Your dental health journey isn't over, it's just beginning, and you're ready for whatever comes next. Thank you for being a part of English Podcast Zone.
The English Pod Audio Review. Listen to the meaning, then say the vocabulary word.
Sit down.
Seat.
Tooth pain.
Toothache.
Some parts are bigger than others due to a certain disease.
Swollen.
One of the 4 large teeth at the back of the mouth, which grows only in one's adulthood.
Wisdom tooth.
Take a glance.
Have a look.
A hole in a tooth.
Cavity.
The part of the tooth which can be seen.
Crown.
Something that fills a hole in a tooth.
Filling.
A medical examination that takes a picture of your bones.
X-rays.
To use a thin thread or string to clean between your teeth.
Floss.
A liquid that is used to clean your mouth and teeth and make your breath smell better.
Mouthwash.
A disease in which the gums become red, swollen, and sore.
Gingivitis.
A thin coating that forms on the teeth and contains bacteria.
Plaque.
Used to describe when someone has very bad breath.
Dog breath. Let's try that faster.
Sit down.
Seat.
Take a glance.
Have a look.
The part of the tooth which can be seen.
Crown.
A thin coating that forms on the teeth and contains bacteria.
Plaque.
Something that fills a hole in a tooth.
Filling.
A liquid that is used to clean your mouth and teeth and make your breath smell better.
Mouthwash.
A disease in which the gums become red, swollen, and sore.
Gingivitis.
One of the 4 large teeth at the back of the mouth, which grows only in one's adulthood.
Wisdom tooth.
Used to describe when someone has very bad breath.
Dog breath.
Some parts are bigger than others due to a certain disease.
Swollen.
To use a thin thread or string to clean between your teeth.
Floss.
A hole in a tooth.
Cavity.
Tooth pain.
Toothache.
A medical examination that takes a picture of your bones.
X-rays. Now say the word and hear it in a sentence. My nose is swollen. It's the size of a football. Put some ice on your foot and the swelling will go down. I got bitten by a spider and my hand is swelling up. John told me that it doesn't look good for me. I probably won't get the job. It doesn't look good for Michael Jackson. He's in a lot of debt. You know, the economy doesn't look very good. I just got my wisdom teeth out, so I can't eat anything. You're going to have to get your wisdom teeth pulled. I think my wisdom teeth are coming in. Cavity. My tooth is really hurting. I think I have a cavity. Cavity. If you don't brush your teeth, you'll get cavities. Cavity. You can see on this X-ray that you have 4 cavities. Have a look. So you're having car trouble. Let's have a look at the engine. Have a look. Let's have a look at your computer and see what the problem is. Have a look. Let me have a look at your report.